Hey, welcome back to Snapple Games. My name is Max, and I'm back with another Pauper League, and I'm going to be playing an oldie but a goodie. This is Blue-Black Reanimator. I'll get into this deck and all the new cards, the new card choices that we're playing in just a second. Quickly, I'm going to shout out the channel. It's youtube.com/snapbolt. Go to my YouTube channel, follow me on YouTube. It's really the best way to support me. It's free. So I really appreciate that. I'm recording live right now on Twitch, twitch.tv/snapboltgames. So come hang out live. I always post on Reddit and my Twitter when I go live. But let's just get right into a deck tech and then we'll get into a Pauper League. So this is Blue-Black Reanimator. I've actually had a lot of success with, somewhat similar builds to this in the past. A lot of 4-1s, a couple 5-0s back in the day. But we have a new card that we're playing with, and that's the Modern Age from Neon Dynasty. So 1 blue, 1 colorless enchantment. First, it's a saga. The first chapter and the second chapter are both draw a card, discard a card. Third chapter, exile this saga, then return it to the battlefield, transformed under your control. It's a 2/3 flying when it comes back. So let's just go into, we'll go into that card in a second. First, we have to go into, okay, what is this deck actually doing? So it's Blue-Black Reanimator. Our main goal is to just put an Ulamog's Crusher into play using Exhume. This is our only reanimation spell. Okay, we also have Dragon Breath. This is a card we also want to discard. It's a 2-mana enchant creature. Enchanted creature has haste. It also gives it Dragon Breath, essentially. And then whenever a creature with mana value 6 or greater enters the battlefield, you may return Dragon Breath from your graveyard attached to that creature. So the combo is turn 1, Careful Study, draw 2, discard 2. We discard Ulamog's Crusher and Dragon Breath. This is if everything goes perfectly. Turn 2, Exhume, return Ulamog's Crusher. When this enters the battlefield, Dragon Breath triggers. This attaches to Crusher. We attack. That's the game plan. Now, it doesn't basically ever work out that quickly. However, turn 3, turn 4, Exhume, Crusher with haste is still really good. Turn 2, turn 3, Crusher without haste can often still be really good. Turn 4, Exhume, Crusher with Counterspell backup is a play you often try to set up as well. So that's essentially the deck. We also have Gurmag Angler because for 1 mana you can play Gurmag with the Delve, and then you can still trigger Dragon Breath and just get a 1 mana hasty 5/5, which can be pretty decent. So I want to talk about now why I think the Modern Age is going to be good in this deck. There's some cards that allow you to draw and discard 1 in Pauper, but the only ones that really that are good that allow you to draw 2, discard 2 are Careful Study and the better Faithless Looting. But discarding 2 is really huge in this deck because a lot of times you do want to discard Crusher and Dragon Breath. And sure, the Modern Age is slow, but this is, you play it, draw 1, discard 1. So you do get the immediate discard 1. If you have 4 mana, you can go Modern Age, discard Crusher, Exhume it. But on your next turn, like turn 2 Modern Age, then turn 3 you untap, draw, loot again. So you are drawing 2 and discarding 2, which is exactly what this deck wants. Then a 2/3 flyer helps you survive and helps you pressure them, especially in conjunction with Gurmag Angler. So it seems like it does everything we want. So I think this card, if it's not too slow, is going to perform really well, but I'm really interested to see how it goes. So really cool art, really cool card. Let's see how it does here. Rounding out the deck, we have 4 Ponder, 4 Preordain, classic for all my brews. I always like to start with 4 Ponder, 4 Preordain. It's just such a good start. Our interaction suite is interesting. We're playing 2 Spell Pierces, 2 Dispels, 4 Counterspells, and 2 Muddle the Mixture, which also doubles as a way to find Exhume because we can transmute for Exhume with Muddle the Mixture. Another thing I thought would be interesting is transmuting for the Modern Age, which might come up if we want to discard Outlet. I've played 4 Muddle the Mixture and it's pretty good because it does pretty much everything you want. It finds your Exhume, and it also protects the combo if you already have Exhume because you can counter their instance. So Muddle is just, I think, actually pretty great in this deck. It is a bit clunky, that's why I'm just trying 2, and we'll see how that goes. What else did I want to talk about? I'm playing a couple more tap lands and a fair amount of lands in general to try to have better mana. I have a couple Bojuka Bogs because exiling their creatures from the yard is important, especially in conjunction with Exhume. I will say, you might notice we have 0 Snuff Out. We're not playing Ice Tunnel. If we were playing Snuff Out, obviously we would, but we're not playing Cast Down or Snuff Out of the good black removal spells. And that's because the black removal spells can be like a little bit awkward in like when played alongside Exhume, because you can't even often really counter their early plays and then plan on exhuming, because then they get to untap with whatever you exhumed. Sometimes you can, but often you want to let creatures resolve, which is why I think cards like Spell Pierce and Dispel are the interaction that we're looking for. Now, in the sideboard, we have a lot of Storm Hate, 4 Hydroblast, which I think is going to be really good in the matchup, 3 Duress. Those are also just good in various matchups, like Duress against decks that have a lot of like removal or edicts, really solid. Couple Spell Bombs, 1 Chainer's Edict, 1 Echoing Decay, 1 Echoing Truth. We can kind of muddle for those cards whenever they're good, especially the Chainer's Edict. So I think it'd be just, kind of wrong to not have at least 1 Chainer's Edict, because if we side this in, we can just muddle for it against Boggles, which could be good. The 3rd Dispel and 2 Annuls. And without further ado, I'm really excited to try the Modern Age and this Reanimator shell. Let's do it. Let's try to get some turn 2 Crushers with haste. One final note is I'm not playing Lotus Petal. I just thought with Careful Study and the Modern Age, it's already a lot of like card disadvantage. So I was like, I don't think we need Lotus Petal. I've actually had more success without Lotus Petal in general, and just grinding a bit more, waiting till turn 4, trying to set up Exhume plus counter. So that's what we're going to try to do here. Let's go round 1. All right, we're playing against Guildpact MTG in round 1. They keep 7 cards. This hand, I assume they're still on Jeskai Ephemerate. This hand's not that bad in this matchup. I'm going to keep it. We don't have a lot of the combo pieces we need, but that happens a lot with this deck because you need a lot of pieces. You need Crusher, you need a discard outlet, you need Exhume, and you need a Black Source, which I view as one of the combo pieces. So a lot has to go right with this deck, and having 2 Dispels and an Angler seems pretty good here. Counterspell is good as well. Oh, this is all good stuff. Let's just take the Island and the Ponder. Probably just leave up counter next turn. I guess I didn't need the Island. Oh, maybe they're on a different deck. I still think they're Jeskai Ephemerate. I'm not sure, though. I'm just going to pass here. Just because I played them in the last league that I was recording just before this, and they were Jeskai FM, they probably have Counterspell as well. There's the Careful Study. Let's go Ponder now. These are actually good enough, I think. So I'll just draw the Preordain and then draw the Dismal Backwater. Let's see. This is kind of tough, actually, because I'll have to Preordain into one of the cards. I guess I could consider Careful Studying first, or I could consider not casting the Preordain next turn. Just going to put like this. Not sure about this one. This deck is actually pretty tough to play. I could also consider Careful Studying right now, but I want to wait till I have Crusher at least. Cleansing Wildfire. I think I'm just going to counterspell this. I don't want them to just get a lot of mana and get to draw. Like, Rampant Growth draw card is much better than Rampant Growth. So now I'm just going to Preordain, then keep the counterspell on top. I'll bottom this. Then play Backwater, then pass. And then now we can set up like Angler with haste plus counter backup and just try to ride that to victory. It's going to be tough, but that's what we're doing. All right. Let's just lead on land, Careful Study. I shouldn't have played land first. Worked out. Now I play Angler for 1 mana and have counter and Dispel up. Give it haste. And this is pretty sweet. Yeah, the counters buy you a lot of time, for sure. Dispel. That's one of the main reasons why I like blue-black Reanimator. Because in black-red, which a lot of people play in Pauper, you just die to a removal spell a lot of times. But with blue-black, having all the counter spells, not to mention the busted cantrips, it just goes a long way. Cantrips really help you assemble what you need, and then the counter spells are just so good at helping you keep whatever you have. It's like a Seagate Oracle? No. What is this? Some Monarch card or something? It's like a Shrek? Oh, Evoke Moldrifter. I mean, they're going to try to ephemerate it probably, and then I can just dispel that. They only have 4 cards left. What if I go to counter and they counter back? Then they get to divination. If they have dispel plus ephemerate, I get wrecked, but I can't play around that. This is tough. I just don't really want to let them divination. Just gonna counter. Ooh, the modern age. Okay. Unfortunately, I have to discard this preordain. These other 2 cards are just too important. I did need to play that 5th land. Usually you don't. You usually want to stop playing lands to discard extra lands in this deck. All right, definitely countering that. Two more attacks. Oh, what's up, Milk Daddy? Not sure if you were talking about countering the Moldrifter or the late to dinner, but definitely counter either way. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. I wonder if I want to discard Dispel. I don't think there's any way I can do that, right? Because even if they have Archaeomancer, it's kind of annoying for me. This is pretty tough. I think if I just discard this, I guess I could discard Preordain as well. It's a little bit greedy. Because I could find a counter or something off the Preordain. I'm just going to discard the Dispel. Exiling their graveyard seems really good to me. Oh, this might not be what we want. Damn. I kind of want to just bog them. I guess I can Careful Study first, because if I find a counter spell, I can just keep that. Pretty tough here. Okay, well, that actually works. We just kill them. Nice. And they didn't see Crushers as well. Sweet. That'll do. That'll do. Let's get Dispel, Duresses, and Spell Bombs. I don't know if we need that much haste. Yeah, we're definitely going to keep all the Anglers and all the Modern Ages because that's a way we can fight through Graveyard Hate. They also often only have like 1 or 2 relics. Like a lot of Pauper decks don't have that much Graveyard Hate. Not sure exactly how to sideboard. Can do something greedy. Like this. Or take out an Exhume. I think I do want to. I think putting a Crusher into play versus them, they don't have that many outs if I can resolve that. Maybe I just take out another Careful Study because I don't always need to discard 2 cards. I just need to put Crusher into play, basically. I think I can side out Dragon Breath because it doesn't really give me value. Careful Study is kind of like card disadvantage. Muddle is just like counters a lot of their key spells and can transmute for either the Modern Age or Exhume, like basically whatever I need. I don't think I need Hydro Blast because most of their burn spells can't kill my creatures anyway. I guess they can. I guess they. Yeah, I guess they can have Pyroblast. But even then, I'd rather have just like I have 3 Dispels, 2 Spell Pierce, 2 Muddle, 4 Counter already. That's so many counters. Like I'd rather like I'd have maybe 1 or 2 Hydros, but it's already tough to sideboard, and I have Duress. Just gonna try without Hydro. Hydro is more for like burn and the combo matchups. All right, sure. Probably just gonna wait on this Careful Study. We want to wait till we find Crusher for Careful Study. You have to be really patient with this deck. They have the Cleansing Wildfire. Oh, I guess Hydro is good against that too. Okay, that's pretty good. Just gonna play the Modern Age. I was gonna discard Terramorphic, but now maybe I discard Swamp because I might want another blue source. Archaeomancer. We also have 2 Bogs. Oh, they just did. Oh, they have 4 mana already because of Wildfire. Jeez, this is a good start from them. Holy crap! Wish I left up counter. And Tormod's Crypt. Jeez, I have seen people playing this card more because it's kind of good versus Storm. Draw, discard. Man, we're in trouble. I need to just go land pass and just try to counter the Ephemerate, I suppose. I have double counter up here. I can't let them just draw infinite. Sucks, but Muldrifter Ephemerate, we all know how powerful that is, right? I'll evoke all day. Cleansing Wildfire. I'm just gonna have to let that resolve. I don't have the resources to fight that right now. I should be able to play a decent Crusher here. Or Angler, I mean. Dragon Breath. Okay, we got a 2/3 flyer. So I guess I have to Careful Study now. Okay. Discard Crusher plus Dragon Breath. 6 cards in graveyard. I actually cannot Angler right now because I don't want to. I want to be able to exhume Crusher with haste. Oh, hey, thanks Wonder Bread Pack. Appreciate the sub. Um, I guess one option would be to go like Swamp or Wilds and then tap out, but that just seems so bad. Just gonna go Wilds pass. Try to Angler next turn. They're not gonna Tormod script because they're gonna be greedy and wait until I exhume. There's no way they're just gonna pop crypt. Although seeing crypt makes me a lot less happy about this matchup in general because that just crushes us. Okay. We have nothing going on here. Angler. I think we basically have no chance in this game because of them having Crypt in play. Oh god. They grabbed us. Alright, let's just go to the next one. They have 6 cards left and Crypt in play still. Little bit of an early concession, but I think that's okay. Don't want a null for Crypt. I just want to duress it. Definitely want Spellbomb. Gotta watch out for Crab. I should remember that they have Crab. Crab is actually pretty good. I was thinking about running some Crabs here, but we're more of like an aggressive, slightly more aggressive Reanimator build. Yeah, it's 2U, essentially. It's not Counterspell, it's Mana Leak, but also Stifle. It can counter abilities. Would you like to play first? Yes. Oh man. Guess we just mulligan. We can't keep 5 lands. Okay, well this is a keep for sure. This hand's actually really good. So I guess we just put back Counterspell. Because I want to set up Exhume Spell Pierce on 3. And I need the lands, I need everything else. This hand's like really, really good though. If they preordained or something on 1, I could just counter it. Yeah, you also can't counter the, I forget what the ability is called, but you can't counter the ability from Crab. Let's just Modern Age, discard this Crusher. Having the actual swamp is nice. We really want to find any untapped land here, which we have a lot of, but they also might just play a Wildfire or something. Definitely just going to put Crusher into play if I can. Okay, Preordain, I like seeing that. Now it's likely that they're just going to play another tap land. We get a draw per turn and then a loot from Modern Age. Okay, that's good. Counterspell, nice. So discard Terramorphic because I like Evolving Wilds better. Wilds for Island, Exhume, F6. They need like Journey basically. I don't think their deck has many outs to turn 3 Crusher. So looking good. Modern Age already doing work in the first match. Nice. They have no outs to Crusher. Got him. GG's. That was sick. Sick. All right, let's go. Let's go round 2. All right, 1-0. We beat Jeskai with Blue Black Reanimator. We're in round 2. Would you like to play first? Yes. Snap keep. This hand's great. A little bit clunky with our mana, but hand is very good. Just go Wilds, pass. Plains, Thraven. So are they on a new deck? Island, F6. All right, there's Backwater. So now I was gonna play Preordain, but I could also just consider leaving up Spell Pierce. I think just playing Preordain's got to be better. All right, there's Dragon Breath and Ponder. I don't think we need Ponder at this point, but I will take Dragon Breath to give our Crusher haste. Because next turn we go Modern Age, loot like Dragon Breath or Crusher. Then next turn Modern Age, discard the other one, exhume it with Spell Pierce up. All right, it looks like it's just like a Boros deck with munitions. I've seen these builds. Obviously, I would want to Spell Pierce that, but I think we're going to be in pretty good shape here. All right, now I can just go play Island, play Modern Age, leave up Spell Pierce. I mean, if I discard Dragon Breath or Crusher, they're going to know what's up regardless, but I think I might as well discard Crusher first, because what if they remove this? I want Crusher in the yard more. So I think this is, yeah, Modern Age has looked fantastic, like way overperforming. And I think the 2/3 is going to be relevant sometimes too. All right, that's pretty good, but definitely a card we can just beat that. Okay, so untap, loot, discard Dragon Breath, counterspell, really good draw. Exhume, haste, attack. And then if they sack, oh, they sacked, just kept both of their creatures around. Interesting. I think I'll just bog just to get another mana source into play. It's close. I think I'll just wait. Like Battle Screech here. Okay, they're gonna Wellspring. Sure, I'm not gonna Spell Pierce that. Not gonna Spell Pierce it. I want to make sure I can protect Crusher at all costs. Second Wellspring. Okay, this I think I Spell Pierce now, because I'll have Counterspell. And I don't want them to get free sacks on the Annihilator, so I want them to sack lands or creatures and stuff. So they're gonna gain 4. Wow, they even attack with Thraben. If we get really lucky, we could potentially kill, but it's unlikely. There's another Exhume, that's what we needed. So now I'll just Careful Study. I guess I would have to hit like Dragon Breath plus Crusher or Angler. Oh, they're at 16 because they gained life. Never mind. So they're totally safe. I'm still fine to... I guess I'll just Preordain. Just gonna top, backwater, attack. They're gonna sack Wellspring plus Thraben probably, maybe land. They draw. They go down to 8. We have a Vector Glider out. They bolt the Glider. Okay, I'm just gonna let that resolve. Still at 15. Synthesizer. I wonder if I just counterspell this. No. They're at 8, so like if they are trying to play a core Skyfisher here or something, I can just counter that, and then they have to stay back and chump with Seeker plus still sack 2 things. It's not like it's that good for them to sack Synthesizer on their turn. I'm just gonna counter this. Now that they only have 1 mana remaining. They attack? Oh, because they gain life. They gain life. Yeah, keep forgetting about that. Preordain. Bottom. Bottom. Creature? No. Discard Dragon Breath. I can discard Dispel or Bog. I probably want to keep Bog and just... I don't have any way to discard more cards, I guess. I guess just keeping the 2 counters is where I want to be. I could also just discard Exhume. Because I need to draw a discard outlet plus another creature to be able to Exhume. It's interesting there, but I think it's good. So they're probably going to sack Synth plus land. They hit a Rites of Initiation. Okay. I think this is a... what's his name? The guy who always used to play Tron. He was kind of salty towards us a couple times. Parallax. I think this is a Parallax brew. Or somebody else who's also on, a similar list. So they are going to have to stay back to Chump. Or have double Galvanic Blast, which we could just counter. Nice. Crushers are getting the job done today. This matchup's a little tougher because they have good stuff to sack. I don't know how many Hydroblasts and or Duresses we want. Oh, Pumpkin Queen, just right on time. We are crushing it. Man, this exudes some old feelings, doesn't it? I just love it when Pumpkin Queen's in the stream. Yeah, they could have Journey. I don't even know if they have Journey. I mean, I guess bringing the Echoing Truth is also just like okay in the matchup. We also have a Null. Gurmag doesn't seem that good. It seems like we want to get the job done with Annihilator here. I think a Null is good because countering Synthesizer plus the Ichor Wellspring plus maybe Journey is a lot of key cards for their deck. Maybe Dispel's not that good. Sure, they have some burn spells, but most of their burn spells can't even kill our things. They also might have Cleansing Wildfire. Could have like a Duress or two. I think I'm just going to try like this. Just minimally sideboard. I will try the Echoing Truth. Seems like I can also get them with their like Glinthawks and or Core Sky Fisheries if I Echoing Truth at the right time. All right, this looks good. They mulligan to 6. Mulligan to 5. Just turn 1 Glinthawk, just going. Okay. If that's the case, I'm just going to... Okay, well, I was going to preordain. I still think I preordain first. Wonder if I just want both of these. Cantrips are good, right? I think we want both. Yeah, they're just going full on 1 mana 2/2 flyer bounce a land. I'm just gonna go crack Terramorphic and then preordain. I got time here. They're bouncing a land, which Crusher is really good against. Let's go Island, preordain, bottom. I think just bottom. Okay. You know what I was thinking would be good? Would be actually bounce lands in order to I thought bounce lands would be really good in order to like have another discard outlet as a bounce land. I forgot to add it though. All right, let's go ponder. I feel like these are just good enough. See if they Pyroblast this. They just snap, do not Pyroblast it. All right, we're at 15. We need to find Exhume now, but we have another cantrip. We have the Modern Age. If they just like Ichor Wellspring or something here, it's Seeker, it's kind of annoying. They are aggroing us. We're just cantripping. We're just not doing anything yet. All right. So I have 7 cards in yard right now. I have a couple options. I can go the Modern Age to loot. And then I can Gurmag Angler right now and still have a Crusher in the yard. And then that gets me closer to getting a 2/3 flyer as well. I guess I can preordain first and still do all this and just not have counterspell up. I think I like this. bottom, bottom. Modern Age. Guess I'm just discarding a null. Can discard second Modern Age, but I think I actually want it. Okay. Not bad. Could I have played the Modern Age the turn before? Maybe, but I didn't want it to get pyroblasted, which is kind of what I was worried about. So that's why I did not do it. So we're going down to 7. We're still potentially okay here. Oh man, now we might not be. Dragon Breath. Okay. Where's the Exhume at? Jeez. I have to leave up counter, I think. All right, we're in trouble. Because we're only going to get 1, 2, 3 flyer here. So we're just going to be dead unless we find the Echoing Truth. Also, I have to let them Ichor Wellspring here. I can't let them just bolt me for the rest of the game. It's going to be tough. I have to let this resolve. Could just not play around Lightning Bolt because they might not have it in their deck, but... Alright, I have to counter this. Okay, I get to double loot, or no, just single loot. Okay. Get 1, 2, 3 flyer, Echoing Truth. That's not going to do it. So now we're dead. Damn. We just dirtled a little bit too much there. Couldn't find the Exhume. Opponent went turn 1, 2, 2 flyer, turn 2, 2, 2 flyer, which was just too much. I still don't want Echoing Decay. I think that's just terrible. I think Spell Pierce is still good at countering their like Ichor Wellsprings and stuff. I think I do want all the Dragon Breaths. Let's go. I used to have like an Unexpected Fangs or two. Maybe I should again, but usually if you bring back Crusher, that's enough. We have 4 Hydroblast. All right, let's keep. I think I just lead on Bog in this game. I know it's farther from counter, but I'm planning on turn 2 Modern Aging anyway. Raven, yep. Maybe I want to ponder first. No, just getting this down early is just so good. All right. We're going to need another discard outlet and a Crusher, but we're on our way. Just, yeah, playing this early is so much better because the 2-3 actually does matter. Brutal. Guess I'm just discarding Backwater at this point so I can at least leave up Spell Pierce if I want. I think I just need to shuffle these. Swamp, huh? Alright, I'm just gonna pass. Think I do want Spell Pierce up. I will Pierce like a Ichor Wellspring or something. Kind of in trouble here though. Vector Glider will help. Okay, they're gonna bounce the Raven. It's not what I wanted to see. This is kind of rough too, just because they put so many permanents into play, which is good against our Crushers anyway. Let's see, Ponder. Man, we really need to find Crusher. Do I play another copy of the Modern Age this turn? I think I wait. I can play it next turn. Want to have counter up. Bolt that right now. This just saves so much damage. I think I just counter. It's pretty bad, but damn, got wrecked. They have just so much stuff to sack to Crusher. That being said, we'll still have an 8/8 haste. I don't know why they're attacking with Skyfisher. I guess it's kind of free. Tap like this. Oh, man. We basically have to find Crusher off the top. Out of the top two, I guess. Pyroblast. Okay. Yeah, we're just dead here. I think Crusher's not going to be enough anymore. It's too late. We weren't able to assemble the combo. I'll just Spell Pierce this. Not even sure if I should. Don't really think we have any outs. I guess putting 2 Crushers into play could do it. Crusher. No. Alright, GG's. Didn't quite get there that time. 1-1. Let's go round 3. Alright. Round 3, we're against Pavel. Really nice guy, really cool Pauper player, really strong player, plays a lot of FAMs, plays elves, plays some other stuff. I just said good to run into you. They said good to run into you too. Would you like to play first? Yes. And again, this is a really strong opponent, so not gonna. I'm sure. I'm sure they're gonna not make it easy for us to win. They say weird meta. I'm playing less. Such is life. What about you? Playing more recently because I have more time. Okay, let's preordain. Spell Pierce, Dragon Breath. I don't think we want Pierce. I think we want to just bottom Dragon Breath. I think we just want to find like Black Source Exhume as fast as we can. Yeah, there's no other black reanimates. Elves. Okay, I'm just gonna pass with Counterspell up here. See, I told you, FAMs and elves. Priest of Titania, Vanguard. See, the problem is countering this, then it's going to come back later. This does buy me a lot of time to counter it. I think I just should. I don't want to just leave up counter in the future, so I just have to counter. They don't play anything else, which is kind of surprising. All right, I'm going to top. Let's see. Do I want to ponder this turn? I don't think so. I think I want to draw Exhume, play the Modern Age, and then just discard like an island. Top. Then I get a really good ponder next turn. Gurmag's also pretty bad. Maybe I want more mana. We're bringing Pavel into the Modern Age here. It didn't have interaction, so I just goldfished. Yeah, this is going to be tough here. We're going to have to combo pretty soon, or we're going to die. Elves is a real deck. Priest. Scary. Let's discard Angler. Let's go Ponder. Okay, there's Crusher. And a Black Source too, actually. So we don't need Dispel. So we draw Crusher. Shuffle your library, no. Now we go Modern Age, draw the fetch land on top, discard Crusher, play Terramorphic, pass. Pavel is just in awe of our deck right now. All right, Vanguard. Okay, so they're going to get another Vanguard back, which is also going to be hard for us to beat. We have to, like, oh, Distant Melody, jeez. Meanwhile, just getting crushed here. 7 cards in hand, 2 mana floating for the opponent. If they go Birchcore Ranger here, we just lose on the spot. Corian, that also kills us. This is just too slow. Pumpkin Queen says this feels like we're playing Modern. You might say. Pretty sure we have no outs. We have to combo a lot faster than this in order to have a chance in this matchup. They already have a 7/7. That's actually pretty funny. Man, I don't even want to show anything. I think we have no outs, so just concede. Elves will do that, right? Echoing Decay. We might even want Spell Piercers to try to nab their stuff. I think I sideboard like this. Gurmag's pretty bad too, but so is like all my cards. Yeah, if you had more Reanimates or one more good creature, this deck would be a lot better. It's just not quite there right now. As you can see, we're just struggling to find the combo consistently. Let's just try this. Let's go game 2. All right, game 2, let's be on the play. I mean, yeah, definitely keeping this. I'm going to lead on Ponder because I want to try to find Crusher. We found lands, but I cannot keep this. Okay, Careful Study, not bad. Start firing those off. All right, Ponder. Man, Echoing Decay I feel like is good enough. So let's just draw Echoing Decay and then Terramorphic. And then maybe we can nab 1 or 2 creatures with Decay if we get lucky. Or if they play like a Timberwatch, I can just kill that too. Birchlore. F6 here. Birchlore, okay. Well, I'm killing those. They're passing. They could have Dispel. There's nothing I can do about that. So I might as well... They left up Llanowar. They might have Regenerate, but that doesn't work against Decay. They could have Vines. I guess I'm just supposed to Decay on their upkeep. Pavel, I know, is a really good player. He chose to not attack with Llanowar. That was not a mistake. They might have regenerate each creature you control for 2 mana. Okay. They have Vines. No. Syncopate. That's what it was. Interesting. Okay. Not expecting that. The Modern Age. Just lead Careful Study. Crusher? Crusher 1 time? No. So I'm discarding 2 cards, going up to 6 cards in graveyard. I could discard like Careful Study Counterspell, and then just play Modern Age Gurmag. I'm a little bit short of going like Ponder into something plus into something plus Exhume. I could also just discard Modern Age plus counter. I think I like that the best actually. Ponder. There's Crusher. Okay, we did it. So now I just go play Gurmag Angler this turn, play Crusher next turn. Okay. Of health and damn, that decay broke my legs. Syncopate got me though. Yeah, regenerate wouldn't have done anything. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Okay. So now I want to go preordain. We're trying to find Dragon Breath at this point, so I can go Careful Study into Crusher with haste. So I could bottom here to try to give myself more looks at Dragon Breath. I think that's worth. Missed. I can Careful Study again to try to hit Dragon Breath because I have another untapped land, so I can essentially play Careful Study to mill 2. I don't know like what else Careful Study is really doing. I'm gonna just YOLO. Dragon Breath? No. We want to exhume main 1 because they can block, so I don't want to just give them a free creature back. They say, oh no. Can they beat this board? We'll see. Are they just going to go off? Don't play like a draw spell. No draw spells. No draw spells allowed. Yeah, they have a lot of mana and they have a lot of colors. 5 mana. No, it's Distant Melody, draw 5. Damn. Okay, 7 cards in hand. Lissalana, plus continue to play 1-drops. Please no. I think we lose now. Their hand has to be pretty bad for us to win from this point. I mean, we have big things. Oh, he says, man, I drew so well now. I said, no, please. I don't have fumes in my 75, so there's that. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Maybe this is enough. Maybe. They probably have just like more melodies and stuff. The draw 5. They still have infinite mana here. Any color they want. Do they have another melody? They probably have another melody because he's like saying how his hand is so good. I have played Fade Away in mono blue, but not in blue black. You would definitely just play Fumes. I played Elves used to be more popular, and I've played like a lot of Shrivels. I'm just gonna concede, I think. Not getting there with Reanimator today. Um, yeah, back when I used to play this deck a lot, Elves was more popular than it is now. And I used to play like one Shrivel, one Nausea, or even like two Shrivel, one Nausea for that matchup. But I'm kind of expecting to face like Storm and stuff, which is why I just have so many like counters right now. But I guess just not that many people playing Storm in the leagues. So maybe I overdid it a little bit. Also, kind of missing. Of course, also we had the Shrivel and the Nausea because we could muddle for it. I'm kind of missing Stinkweed Imp in this build as well because if you can just cantrip and then find Exhume, you're like, okay, now all I need is to find Crusher, or I can start dredging Stinkweed, which goes a long way. And Stinkweed might also be good with Modern Age, so I'd probably run two Stinkweeds moving forward. But let's go round 3 or round 4. We're 1 and 2 now. All right, down to the dreaded 1-2 bracket. We're against Total Beefcake. Would you like to play first? Yes. I mean, I'm keeping this. We just need to find any discard outlet, which we have 8 of in the deck. I'm not going to go to discard. If I was on the draw, I probably would, but I'm not going to here. We're against Snow-Covered Island. I thought Pumpkin Queen was saying something serious, but I was just like so wrong. How could I have been so foolish? Um, I actually don't really even want another land. I just want the Modern Age or Careful Study. So I'm just gonna bottom. Kind of need Dispel too, but whatever. I guess I could have not played that Swamp at this point, and then next turn potentially gone to discard if I didn't find anything. All right, I'm just gonna now not play a land. Probably not play a Spell Pierce either, and then just discard a Crusher. If we're against Blue-Black Fae, okay, Mountain, thank God. I mean, if it's Blue-Red Fae, it's still tough. But Blue-Black Fae, I think, is unwinnable because they have so many removal spells. All right, let's just go to discard. I want to try multiple bounce lands, I think, moving forward. I'm just going to play an Exhume, I think, because I have so many of them. I can just bait the first counterspell, play Exhume plus Backwater, and then next turn play Exhume plus Spell Pierce. But yeah, I was actually thinking, I was like, okay, I had a couple things in mind. I was like thinking about testing the Modern Age, and I wanted to play some Spell Pierces and some Dispels. And the last thing I was thinking about was also playing even up to 3 or 4 copies of probably more like 2 or 3, but 3 or 4 copies even of the Blue-Black Bounce Land, because just going like turn 2 Bounce Land, discard Crusher is pretty solid. It's just like another good discard outlet. Oh, wait. Okay, we just discarded. I just got confused for a second. Okay, we're back on track. So now I'm just gonna Exhume. They might not be able to counter it unless they have Spell Pierce, but definitely casting it. Also, Mono Blue Fae is kind of rough because Snap is very good against you, but we have a lot of counters for that matchup now, so there's that. Okay, Crusher is in play. Nice. I guess they could go Mountain double Shred. I'm surprised they tapped out of Counterspell mana. I was like thinking for sure that they had Counterspell. If we get to untap here, then we're just in pretty fantastic position. Just Blue-Red Fae. They missed on Augur. 2 mana, 1/3. Look at the top 3 cards. Put them on the bottom of your library in any order. Ponder. Oh, they're just going Spell Setter. Should have attacked first. Probably. They're probably just sacking lands regardless. Let's attack. They're probably just going to sack Island, but maybe they need to try to scred this or double scred it. They sack Augur plus Island, and did they chump? They do not. Now I'm wondering if I want to bog right now. I think the answer is yes. It's usually good to wait on bog until like the turn you're going to exhume, but I might want more mana. So I think it's just safer to just play it. All right, we're probably going to get ninja'd here. No, we're not. Okay, nice. That's huge. Flashing Spell Setter to sack. Sure. I guess they're going for like a scred plus bolt plan or something. Just not going to play any more lands. Might want to discard them if I draw like a Careful Study or something. All right, we got him. We crushed him. All right, so they're blue-red Fae. Duress is probably good. Dispel is probably good. Hydroblast is okay. Echoing Decay is pretty decent, I think. They said GG. I'll say GG. I don't know how much of this stuff we want. Definitely not all 4 Hydros. Maybe 1 or 2, but my guess is 0. They're going to decide into like all their blue spells. What if we bring in all of these? How would we sideboard? The Modern Age, Gurmag, and Crusher I think are all pretty good. We could take out Muddles and then cut like 2 Ponders. Spell Pierce is probably also good at fighting the counter wars. So we're going to have 3 Duress, 3 Dispel, 2 Spell Pierce, 4 counters. Going Transmute for Exhume is probably just pretty slow here. Try this. Could side out 1 Careful Study as well, but I do want to combo. Ploy just seems too expensive. It's like 3 mana is so much for this deck. Even like 2 mana for the Modern Age feels like a lot, but Modern Age has been performing pretty well. Definitely keeping this. Miscreant. Oh, they have Miscreant and Blue-Red Fae. That's cool. There's the Modern Age. Maybe I just Duress right now. I don't hate it. I don't want to get Spell Stuttered. I want to know if they have a Spell Stutter. So they have Miscreant, Augur, Counter. They only have 1 land. Wow, but they have a Miscreant. Just take Counter. I don't really care about Duressing the Scred, especially since they only have 1 land right now. But might want to play it before they can Spell Stutter. Okay, they hit Ash Barrens, they get Island. They play it, and then they play Miscreant. That's pretty good. Drawing Island for us would be really solid. Going Decay. That is really good. I'm gonna just duress right here. So they have an island in hand. So they might just play Augur, and in which case I get to kill both of these if I want. The True Preordained. Damn. Yeah, but all the cantrips are supposed to be like set up, set up, set up. Then you get to 4 mana, and then you can like exhume with counter backup. Because again, a lot of times exhume is not enough. I know it's a little bit awkward, but you got to do what you got to do. So they played the island. They preordained one top, one bottom. I could pass with decay up, but oh, they have spell setter for 3 up. Jeez. I'm just gonna pass and then maybe end of turn, maybe end of their next turn decay. Because spell setter would just wreck me there. But I have to do something. And if I make them like spell setter this decay here, it's not bad for me. There's wilds. Okay. I wonder if I just go for decay right now to save damage. I think so. Yeah, but Otherworldly Gaze is card disadvantage. It might have potential. Echoing DK, that's actually really sick. Pumpkin Queen, you know DK was my Smash character. I just loved grabbing. Okay. Okay, we hit land. That's good. They're tapped out right now. I kind of want to just get super greedy and like just play Careful Study right now, hope to hit Crusher. Because I still have Modern Age. And then maybe I can set up Exhume plus counter. I could also preordain first. I could go like preordain into Modern Age. It's probably best. We'll see if we would have hit Crusher here. We would not have. I think Dismal Backorder is fine, but I think we can just draw an untapped land. They have 2 cards in hand. One of them is Augur. I just don't know if we need Dragon Breath to win this game. What we need is Crusher. Still think I want to just resolve the Modern Age. Also, a 2/3 flying is really good. You know, in 2 turns. Ooh, Duress is good too. Discard Wilds. You have to discard a lot of your extra lands with this deck and play on a low land count. It's just like, I think just like the way it is. We really don't want to see any Ninja, but potentially beatable if we do. Yeah. It's in 2 turns, right? It's this turn, and then next turn we don't have it, and then the turn after we do. So like 2 turns from the turn you play it, you get the 2/3. It just doesn't have haste, but we don't really care about attacking with it. All right, Preordain, top, Miscreant, draw land, and see if they play Augur or not. They choose to play Augur. They reveal counter, I'm just slamming Duress. Dispel. Okay, that's a pretty good one. Probably just need to slam Duress anyway. The Modern Age. We're at 13. There's Crusher. Nice, nice. So now we just go discard Crusher just on time. And then we just go Duress into Exhume Crusher. And they don't get back a creature. Duress. Dispel, Dispel. Exhume. Pass. Our Vector Glider is going to be huge here. I'm going to hold them down while we just crush them. Okay, there's a Scred. So they're trying to set up maybe Dispel plus Scred. Maybe they're going to set up some blocks. But I have a Counterspell. But they have the Dispel too. So they are going to triple block plus Scred plus Dispel. So I need another counter, which actually I can't have. So kind of behind. No, they can sack two of these things. Oh, we drew Dispel. Now we need to draw Island. Oh no, we're not drawing another card. We're getting the 2/3. So I might as well just have to make this trade. They sack two of these things, they triple block, and they Scred. I'll Dispel. They'll Dispel back. And then they're left with just one Fairy Miscreant and lands. So I'm still really far ahead. Yeah, Blue-Red Fae is a much, much better matchup than Blue-Black Fae. Because Snuff Out and Cast Down just kill Crushers so easily. Okay, they're doing the thing. They're going to triple block, Scred. I'm going to Dispel. If we had drawn Island, that would have been game, but we're still in a good spot. Triple block, sure. And play the Modern Age. Then they're going to Scred. I'm going to Dispel. They're going to Dispel back, but then they have 0 cards. Might as well just make them use the Dispel. And then kill them with Vector Gliders. Guess I'd rather have Careful Study than Island, but probably discarding Careful Study next turn anyway. Brainstorm. Much worse than Ponder in this situation. Always like to point that out, because everyone hates on me for playing Ponder Preordained instead of Brainstorm. I do love Brainstorm too, trust me. But it can be so awkward in Pauper, where Ponder is just always good. Brainstorm, Preordained, bottom, maybe bottom top. Just depends how good the Brainstorm was. One bottom, one top. Land. That's interesting. Why did they keep a land on top? Why didn't they just bottom? That doesn't make any sense to me. Maybe they're trying to get up to 8 mana? I don't get it. I'll play a land here. Maybe that's wrong. I would have had to either discard, Counterspell, Careful Study, or the land. So if I'm discarding the Careful Study, maybe just hold the land anyway is better, but I don't know. I think this is fine. Just counter this. I didn't attack because next turn I'm going to get another 2/3. I don't want to get ninja'd. Dispel was actually a pretty good draw. See, now if we draw Exhume, we probably have to cast it, but they get back like an Augur or something. It's kind of annoying. It's so interesting that they drew the Evolving Wilds. So they Ponder Shuffle, so that's good. They drew their best card, now they shuffle, and then they're probably going to play another cantrip here. I wonder if they have Moon Circuit Hacker or not. Not sure yet. I can't attack with both, I don't think. Them getting back Spell Stutter is like too bad for me because then if I just draw any cantrips, they just counter them. And they can draw a card from hitting with Ninja, which I don't want to happen either. Well, that's a dead card. That can be discarded too, hopefully. Could have just gone YOLO and just like attacked with both. But I think this is better, honestly. I heard somebody call this Groot Pierce. I was like, that's pretty good. Forget who it was. Scred one of those. Dispel. They probably have a ninja in hand. If they cast it, I'll probably just counter it and then maybe start attacking with both. Counterspell. Can't quite spell pierce. I think I should counter. I'll just counter the script. Modern Age doing work. All right, let's just YOLO. Wait, did they chose to not shuffle, but then they cracked Evolving Wilds, right? After Ponder? No. So they cast Ponder, they choose not to shuffle. Where was the crack Evolving Wilds? Is it not? I guess you could. I guess chat, you can't see the text here. Plays Evolving Wilds. Last turn they went play Ponder, then crack Evolving Wilds, right? Well, this Ponder's in the graveyard, so I guess not. They just choose to not shuffle, play Ponder. Does it just not say activates an ability of Evolving Wilds? Didn't they activate last turn? Last turn they played Ponder, Counterspell. They did not activate last turn. Okay, I'm just going to attack with one. Then I'll play Backwater though. Yeah, I think they played this Ponder, then they cracked this Evolving Wilds, and last turn they played this Ponder, they played Scred, and they played Counterspell, total of 4 mana. So they cracked this on the previous Ponder. So they know the top 2 cards from that Ponder, which we don't know if they're good or not, but we do know that they kept those 2 cards. Looks like they were not good. Jeez. I'll play a Backwater, but I won't play any more lands, I don't think. I guess 3, 4, 5, 6. If I draw another land, I could just play a land, and then if I draw a Crusher, I can just cast it. Alright. They have 7 lands right now. It's pretty tempting to just exhume. They're going to get back an Augur of Bolas, which is actually pretty good. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. I'm just going to wait to exhume. They've already used 3 Screds. Maybe I shouldn't. I guess they can also just have Spell Stutter. I'm just going to wait. I want to find Bog first. I have 2 Bog in the deck. They're down to 8. I think I just maybe attack with both at this point. Like once they have to start chumping, it gets really bad for them. Which I guess is now. Are they going to try to chump next turn? It's fine. All right. They're fetching to thin, it looks like. They have 1 potential Scred left in their deck. Looks like they might not have Bolt in their deck. Might get ninja'd here. No, wow. Could have been attacking with Double Vector Glider this whole time. I'm going to start by attacking before Ponder, because I don't want them to get a free Flash-in Spell Setter. block. Go to 2. I'll play Ponder. I'll try to counter a spell stutter if they play it. Counter. They counter back. Okay. I wonder if I should even exhume here. I mean, I get Ulamog's Crusher, but then they can get like Cantrip. It's gotta be worth, right? Yep, common. Another counter or another spell stutter? It's pretty annoying if they have another spell stutter. They only have 1 card left. Counter. Okay. 0 cards in hand, 1 spell stutter in play. They're at 2. We have 2 2/3 flyers. Ponder. I wonder if I should have exhumed earlier, but not sure. I don't think necessarily that I should have. The Modern Age just doing work. We also haven't even found Gurmags. It's not going to do it. They're going to have to block. Chump, chump. Ooh, nice. So let's go attack with both and then play Bog. Can't get the Stormbound, but they had to think on the Ponder. So it's likely that, I mean, their next card could easily be a land or like potentially something that doesn't matter. Now, if we draw any more exhumes, there's 2 more exhumes, or 3, 4. We can also just cast Crusher at this point, which is pretty funny. Bolt, okay. Where's our exhumes? There's a Gurmag Angler and the Modern Age. So I think I just draw the Modern Age and then play Gurmag Angler too. Go. So they do still have Bolt in their deck. Nice, Pumpkin Queen. Sick. They said GL next games. You two, good match. All right, 2 and 2. Got him. Draw, discard, then nothing. All right, sweet. 2 and 2. Let's go round 5. All right, welcome to the 5th and final round. We're against Blue Alert. We just beat Blue Red Fae. And let's see if we can go positive in this league with Reanimator. Let's keep this hand. I have no idea what we're up against. Mountain. Okay. Burn is typically a close matchup. I usually kind of like it for this deck because you just put a Crusher into play, it's like game over. That being said, we do need to combo here. I think Muddle is just going to be too slow. Turn 3, Tutor Exhume. We don't even have a discard outlay yet. Let's just bottom top. Pass. Yeah, I gotta just be Burn. Yeah, turn 2 Thermo is brutal. That deals so much damage. It's definitely not what we wanted to see. I could just leave up counter this turn. I'm going to do it. I'll just counter basically anything. Just try to send the bleeding here. If they don't play a spell, that's kind of worst case scenario, but I can just leave up counter again next turn. Rift Bolt. Brutal. Ponder. Spell Pierce. There's another Ponder too, but they're stuck on 2 mana. Just with Thermal Alchemist, Pierce is, I just don't know. I guess what I can do, I mean, these are pretty good. The Dismal Backwater gain 1 might just be too slow. I'm just going to shuffle. Just going to try to combo. Should I counterspell the Rift Bolt? It's pretty bad, but I think so. So now we just need to find the Modern Age, or better yet, Careful Study. It's our best draw. I wonder if I just dispel this now. Take the 3. They don't get to draw. Not sure. It's tough to say. Not looking good, especially game 1 is a lot tougher. Gets a lot better post board because we bring in 3 Duress, 4 Hydroblast here. So we have a ton of hate, but also this start of Epicure into Thermal Alchemist with no Hydroblasts makes it real tough, especially when we're not like, turn 2 or turn 3 comboing, which we certainly are not here. Yeah, we're just super dead. Opponent's hand was good. And they have Fire Blast too. Wow. Just killed us on, was that turn 4 through a Dispel? Jeez. Didn't even attack, had more than 20 damage. Okay. We just get like infinite hate here though. Alright, we don't always need haste. I think Spell Pierce is actually probably good enough. Muddle is a pretty good counter, but it costs 2 mana. Just side out Ponder. Just want to be leaving up Hydroblast and stuff. Don't have necessarily enough time to cantrip a million times, and we just want to combo. Combo and interaction. We need the discard outlets. I think Counterspell is still just good enough at countering anything. I like this. Let's go. Again, I like this matchup. It is pretty close. Gets a lot better here, but I do like playing it. I think I've won more than I've lost. Double Gurmag Anglers, almost like a mulligan. We can't even cast them early. We have a Hydroblast and a Dispel and a Duress, though. That's a lot of stuff. Kind of like just keeping. Should be able to get this Gurmag Angler down before not too long just by playing these interactive cards. A 5/5 is pretty good. Swamp. Should have upgraded our swamps and stuff here. All right, now I'm going to just, I guess I'll start by duressing them. I can't Gurmag this turn anyway. Wow, Searing Blaze still in their deck. I'm not going to take that. I think I just take either Needle Drop or Lightning Bolt. I'll just Hydro the Thermal Alchemist. Needle Drop is just like a free damage draw. Lightning Bolt is 3 damage. They're not going to be able to really Searing Blaze me effectively. I think I'll just still take Bolt. They're going to play Thermal Alchemist next turn. Wow. I kind of want to keep 2 of these Gurmags if I can. I'm going up to 3, 4, 5 cards in yard right now. I could just discard counter plus Gurmag. Seems weird because I'm not going to be able to play the second Gurmag for a while. But I feel like it's still good enough that I want access to it. It's kind of a weird line, but now I can just go Hydro this, play Gurmag. Okay, we're still at 20. Their hand is Searing Blaze, Needle Drop, Fire Blast, and 2 cards that they've drawn that we don't know. Spell Pierce. Attack for 5. I think I'm just going to pass. So now they're going to probably play 2 burn spells on here, and I'll Searing Blade. I'll Spell Pierce one of them. What are they going to play as their second burn spell? We'll see. Needle Drop. Just going to let that resolve. Doesn't kill it. So now I'm just either Spell Piercing or Dispelling, and I guess I'm just Piercing. Then they can Fire Blast this, which they probably have to do. We're still at 17. Okay. They have 2 cards in hand. Crusher. Nice. One card short of just playing that Gurmag that turn, but we can play it next turn. Potentially. I guess I'm probably going to just lead on Preordain. Suspend Riftbolt. You got it. Preordain. All right. Well, I can just Exhume Crusher right now. I can also just wait till next turn, though. They have 1 card in hand. I think I just wait till next turn. I think I just play Gurmag. Tap out both my lands for Gurmag. Next turn, Exhume with Dispel Up. Because they have a Riftbolt suspended. I guess there's no way for them to kill Gurmag, right? I mean, to kill Crusher. It's an 8/8 with Annihilator 2. There's no way. They deal 3 to it with Riftbolt. They bolt it, and then they play another burn spell. I guess there is a way, so I'm just going to Gurmag. No, because, I mean, I could Gurmag with the spell backup, but I might as well just leave the Crusher in the yard and then Exhume that next turn. I think that's good. I don't know. Maybe I don't even need Crusher. Yeah, I think waiting there was the correct play for many reasons. Okay, triple duress, quad hydro, let's go. I think triple dispel is still good. They have Fire Blast, Needle Drop, Lightning Bolt, Searing Blaze. They have a lot of stuff that dispel counters. Counterspell's pretty clunky, but I think it's worth. This deck is so fun to play, though. Alright. This is fine. It's not what I want. That's what I did not want to see. Let's pass. Spell Pierce anything. Curse? Please play a curse. No. Brutal. gonna just pass with counters and everything up here. Thermo is just still gonna crush us. Oh man, they're just playing creature, creature, creature. We lose. Kept an all counter hand and they just had creatures. Feels pretty bad. Oh, I could have countered the archer. That was just a mistake. I should have just counterspelled it. I, for some reason, was thinking I couldn't counter it. Well, I kind of deserve that then. Should have counterspelled that for sure. Still wasn't in a great spot, but I just punted. That was just a huge punt. Just my mistake. I'll let this resolve, I guess. Rather than try to play more spells. Like playing around Spell Pierce. Yeah, pretty sure I just threw this game. Okay, skewer, but we take like a million more damage. Damn. Feels pretty bad. I wonder if I countered this if I would have had a chance. Probably not. Countering their spells, but we're still just dying. I guess if we find Hydro here and they have nothing. Duress. Damn. Pretty huge punt. Feels bad. Feels bad. Now we just are dead on board. GG's. Let's see what our next couple draws was if Magic Online lets us. That was just terrible. Nope. Probably won't let us. Oh, it does. Wow. That's shocking. Modern Age, Swamp, Crusher. Yeah. 2 and 3 with the deck. Not the best result, but deck felt all right, honestly. And this deck is a very high variance deck. So, like I was saying, there was a couple 5-0s and a lot of 4-1s. There was also a lot of 1-3 drops, 1-4s. So the deck is certainly not consistent. We'll admit that. Okay, let's go. Let's work on the deck a little bit here. I think Stinkweed just helps with consistency issues. Let's get 2 of those in there. I wanted to try the bounce lands. It's not Dismal. That's the one we have. What's it called? Demir Aqueduct. Let's just try like 3. We don't need these fetches. Can we remain at 18 or 19 lands with triple bounce land? Maybe just go double. Spell Pierce was never that good. Maybe I just don't have Spell Pierce and then have 2 Dispel, 4 counters, 2 muddles. Dispel just feels a lot better than Spell Pierce to me. I've tested Spell Pierce before and haven't liked it. I thought more people would be playing Storm, and maybe they are, but I've just played 2 leagues overall tonight, and I haven't faced Storm. So I'm not sure, especially with this many Duresses and Hydras post-board, not sure if we need the Spell Pierces. This looks better to me already. Could also consider playing Lotus Petal. Oh, you just don't like Spell Pierce? Yeah, it just feels like it becomes dead pretty quickly, and when it works it feels good, but overall it doesn't feel that great. We might want some number of either Suffocating Fumes and or like Shrivel effects. Shrivel we can tutor, so I remember after facing Pavel why I used to run the Shrivels. Definitely a Rise of Eldrazi one. That was weird. At least 1, because we can muddle for it. 3 Duress was kind of a lot on our black sources. And just go 2 Duress, play the Shrivel. Null seems good for affinity. Do I want to go one more bounce land and just like try to go a little bit harder? It does seem like a good way to just discard Crusher, basically. You can also discard Stinkweed to hand size with bounce lands. Plus, it's just good with all this discard because if you go like Island Preordain on one, turn two Aqueduct Pass, turn three like Careful Study, you've already bounced a land to your hand, so that's more fodder to discard, and it allows you to keep churning through your deck. While it is a little bit clunky, bouncing Bog can be really good in the deck too. So I kind of just like it. The other options would be like to play some number of crabs. Just 3 mana channel is so much for this deck. Like it looks like we have like somewhat of a curve, but we really don't. We're only really we don't really cast Inkweed that much, or we don't want to. This costs 1 mana. This is only for reanimating, so our curve is actually just like this. Yeah, so bounce lands do help you hit land drops. The thing is, they don't work if it's the only land in your hand. So with 19 lands, it's a little bit risky. We might want to play like one more land if we're playing 3 bounce lands. But you're right, they do like essentially get you to a higher mana threshold while giving you fodder to discard. So it is really good for all those reasons. Could play 3 Dragon Breaths, but giving haste is pretty solid. I think 3 Dragon Breath is probably fine. You don't really want 2, but you do often really want 1. I guess with triple Gurmag, maybe we do want it. I guess we at this point we'd have to cut Dispel or Muddle. I think Muddle is just like, I don't know if we have enough time. 20 lands? It's a lot of lands, but I mean, it seems good. We can discard extra lands, so having 20 lands seems pretty solid. Plus, if we're going to play like 18 land triple Aqueduct, that just often might screw us by our opening hand will be like double Aqueduct and then no other lands, and we can't keep. So that reduces our consistency, even if it has a lot of good synergies with the deck with Careful Study, Modern Age, Bog, and discarding Crusher like I talked about. It just might not be worth it. So I don't know. This is probably what I'd try moving forward. I think 3 mana channel is just really expensive. I don't know if it's good enough. Maybe it is. Somebody else can build that. I think Crab is better like in the value-based kind of blue-white style decks where you're trying to like go like turn 3 Crab, turn 4 Late to Dinner, and then just like Mole Drifter and just like keep doing like mid-rangey stuff like that. This deck is more trying to go like cantrip, 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 set up, turn 4, exhume, dispel backup or something, We're not as much trying to just go like hit our land drops, continue to build up. We're just trying to put Crusher with haste into play with this build. So yeah, pretty sweet, pretty fun. It's been a lot of fun. I think that'll about wrap up this stream and this YouTube video. So thanks everyone for hanging out. YouTube, we'll see you next time. Peace.